Are you there? Oh, right. You can't respond. Listen, I'm using your robot as a relay to get this message to you. I've picked up some unusual chatter regarding your robot. It seems that it has some information that we could use. Oh, wait, where are my manners? This is Lorenzo, a knight with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd be very interested in examining your tech. Could you bring your robot to one of our patrols so they can examine it? I'll have the robot mark the location on your map.
Evening. We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Evening.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
How may I serve you, Master? Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Please show your badge or make your way out of the building. Welcome to Repcon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you? I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum. I can answer whatever questions you'd like, provided your query is limited to Repcon history, research and development, or Robco. Repcon's illustrious history began way back in 2054, shortly after the famous Delta-11 rocket was completed and launched. Repcon's initial focus was on the development of fuel to be used in orbital propulsion, in response to the energy crisis of 2052. Sad times indeed. The company really took off when Robco purchased Repcon in late 2076 to develop unmanned rockets to explore the solar system. Very well. Feel free to ask me more about Repcon at any time. Don't be shy. The tour showcases Repcon's amazing scientific contributions and the promise of many more, coupled with its parent company, Robco. I can answer whatever questions you'd like. As you may already know, Repcon is an industry leader in producing alternative fuels for military and scientific purposes. Ripcon scientists were pioneers in fission-based propulsion systems, and have recently had some very exciting breakthroughs with plasma systems. The recent partnership with Robco has freed our engineers from mundane business matters, allowing them to focus solely on future projects. Robco Industries purchased Repcon in 2075 to assist with some of Robco's military projects, as well as developing unmanned space exploration. The relationship between Robco and Repcon is mutually beneficial, and we hope that both companies bolster each other well into the next century. Very well. The tour shall... Excellent, excellent. Please be patient. The tour will begin in just a moment. Ready for the Repcon tour, Rocketeers? Courtesy of the fine folks at Robco, I'll be your guide today on the path of scientific discovery. In the lead-lined case behind me is a spent radioactive rod from one of our old reactors. No need to stand too close. Let's move along, shall we? Multicolored plasma fuels. Careful, they may look safe to drink, but your stomach is the last place they should be. Why the difference in cylinder size? Refining our production methods has resulted in higher yields of fuel over time. That's why. To my right, you can see a sample of some old safety barrels Repcon once... You have been warned. Please vacate the premises or you will be considered an intruder. It's used to store radioactive waste. Perfectly safe. On my left is an example of a mountain of Repcon safety barrels some legislators claim are poisoning our environment. Ridiculous. Behind me is our most recent rocket project, which we're keeping under our hats until launch, if you'll pardon the expression. And in front of me is a model, not actual size, of the launch dome we are using to send our rockets screaming into orbit. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Now these colorful fellows... There it is! Read the plaques and rocketeers! stop on our tour. This model of our solar system is a small example of where those little rockets. Tirelessly looking for resources to mine on planet. Planets beyond our own. And that's it for our tour today, Rocketeers. Robco and its tiny partner, Repcon, thank you. Any further questions? Please, feel free to ask. Yes? Did you have a question? I can answer whatever... Goodbye, Rocketeer. Be sure to visit again. Oh, and please, for your own safety, stay outside of restricted areas.
No hostiles detected. Continuing orders. Threat analysis. Yes. Damage hostile. Weapon systems locked on. No hostiles.
How may I serve you, Master?
You'll bleed, bitch. You like the sight of your own blood? What have you done?
Grenade! My leg!
Hi there. My name is April Mortimer. I monitored a communication earlier between you and someone with the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse. We're much more liberal about the sharing of technology than those Brotherhood people. Bring your robot to us. We'll see that whatever information it may have on it is used for the greater good.
Our guys put the monorail back to work. This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time around.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease? You hire a king. We're everywhere, and no one messes with us. Your safety is practically guaranteed for just 100 caps. Freeside's a little dangerous for people traveling alone or in small groups. You go without a guard, you're rolling the dice. You know? You must be new. Your tune will change, trust me.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling. Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say? Want some? I have my little helpers out and about, always looking for fresh things to add to the stew pot. You may have seen them around somewhere yourself. Now deny your hunger no longer. You'll be back.
Welcome to the Grub and Go. I work with Henaro out front. He provides most of the ingredients for us. You wouldn't eat it if I told you. Yes, sure, bye.
Weird robot. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before.
I've got you now.
Morning. I've never seen a robot like that before.
Stay alert.
One of these days, I might even get the chance to sign some papers. Oh, if you're looking for Julie, you're out of luck, I'm afraid. Yes, well, of a sort. I've been waiting here for hours, trying to get a word in with her, but things haven't been easy out here. It's really not your concern. One of the other doctors can help you, should you need aid. I don't think that would be a good idea. I appreciate the offer, truly, but it's a long story. You're really that interested, huh? Very well. My name is Alejandra. I'm one of the doctors here. Technically, still in training, since I never got formally recognized, but the followers don't mind. As you could probably tell, we're not exactly in a position to turn away help, but my scalpel ain't what's brought me back to the fort. The kind that gets more unsettling by the hour, but I don't envy Julie. She's already being pulled in 10 different directions. Fact is, my expertise is more in getting out there. The Mojave, I mean, and helping people. Things might have been getting better under the Republic, but there's still so many in need. It's me, and people like me, that have been trying to do just that. Something urgent, something that we should have seen a long time ago. But talking out here in the open like this is a bad idea. Come, follow me. There, that should be far enough. Trust me, the followers, hell, the whole damn wasteland, they have enough on their plate without word getting out. I don't blame you, but you'll soon understand why it's necessary. Okay. First, let me ask you a question. Has it ever occurred to you there aren't many children around? No, I mean the whole Mojave. Might even be beyond for all I know. But that's not something to worry about right now. Exactly. That's just the thing. And why certain people have been able to move about unnoticed. Look, I don't know what business you have here, but you have to have family, right? Friends, people you work with, see every day. People keep their loved ones close, but they have good reason to out here. Beasts, raiders, all kinds of nasty shit. What the Republic and the Legion don't understand, however, is that water won't amount to much if there's no one left to run it. For years, all across the wasteland, children have been going missing, and no one said a word. I do. I'm sorry. My thoughts are a jumbled mess. I probably haven't made much sense, have I? But all that's besides the point. I need to stress the importance of finding whatever or whoever is behind this, whether it's to Julie or you. That's the kicker. Never more than one child in any one location, and they all up and disappear without a word. If it wasn't for the distraught parents, it's like they'd never been there at all. No, believe me, I've been through every scenario in my head 100 times over, but this is unnatural. Something we've never seen before is at play, and I can only imagine how many children have gone missing. I get your doubts. Really, I do. I'm not asking you to take this all at face value, but I've been looking into this for months. The most recent disappearance is what brought me to Freeside to begin with. Young boy out near the North Vegas Square. I'm not asking you to put your life on the line, but if you want to get involved, start there. Good. In the meantime, I'm gonna stay here and keep trying to get through to Julie. Bottles of water and some pills, a small change in comparison. It should be all hands on deck for this. Not yet. I'll head over there as soon as I'm finished here. I don't know what brought you here, friend, and frankly, I don't care. I'll take whatever help I can get at this stage. If the followers are about helping people, What good will it do if they can't even sleep safely in their own bed? One last thing. Watch your back.
Hello, ma'am.
There are so many refugees to care for.
Hello.
Howdy. I've been around a while. Currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? What do you have in mind? Feed a man for free, and he'll be back asking for more. Feed a man a bullet, you won't hear from him again. And I may have answers. What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees. What about them? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin. I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple. Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific, seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people. Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing. I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart. What did you want to know? Yep.
Hello.
Morning. Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher, not even a particularly good one. Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims. For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere. I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole. Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river. I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way. Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar. Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago. Certainly. Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended. Certainly. Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus. See you around.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot. I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood. First, I'm going to pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work. There are plenty of people here to talk to you about us and our mission. Let's get to brass tacks and talk about that robot. Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the upgraded weapon systems.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region. We arose from the boneyards of Edidum years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas. The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump. What do you want to talk about? What did you want to know? Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good. They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so, ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas. They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the King wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that. I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does. Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing. A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams? What did you want to know? More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide. There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up. Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own. Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up. The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist. In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there. Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside. What do you want to talk about? The big man around here is the King. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. What do you want to talk about? Great, what do you have? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? How much do you have to donate? Thanks. Anything else? Thanks for the donation. Every bit goes toward helping Freeside.
Hey.
Huh?
Looking for milk or something special? Brahmin milk, obviously. For a price, you can have access to the Thorn from our basement. 500 caps. What? You don't think Red Lucy gets her cut? Sure, take a look.
Keep walking, Smoothskin.
What do you want? I fucking hate it here and can't wait for another assignment. Freeside is a shithole. Ever since the Kings pushed the NCR out of Freeside, it's gotten dangerous for us here. This post is usually used as a punishment. We keep it low-key, but everyone knows we are here. All pretty harmless except for the guy in the last cell. He's pretty deranged. Don't know what his deal is. Some crazy alleged serial killer. Don't know why he wasn't executed on the spot or put somewhere more secure. Gives me the creeps. Don't be making work for me now.
What do you need? Bye.
Morning. What do you need?
Bye. How lovely you're new! They say I kill people, but how would they know? I eat the evidence. I used to be one with the fiends, but they slowed me down. I sliced them up and ate them as they slept. Well, of course, fiend meat is dirty, so naturally I had to move on to succulent NCR meat. Maybe I'm someone important. Or wait, maybe I have someone's loved one hostage. Yes, yes, I'll be watching you, stranger.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. Stop by Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs, sir.
Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of
Hey, I'll fix up all your stuff for you. Been here a long time now with Richard. It's not too bad. Used to be a prospector with my brother a long time ago. Kinda miss it if I'm being honest. Hope to see you again.
Welcome to Golden Nugget Junk, my friend. Here's what I got. We sell only the good stuff. I can tell what's good from my time as a prospector. Good, but I wish that annoying kid would move from outside. Me and Rachel are twins. Used to be prospectors down south. Bye now.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Error. Hostile actions will be met with lethal force. Please keep your weapon holstered.
Welcome to Retro Robotics. Have a look. It's knowledge I picked up from many years on my travels. I come from a tribe in the east, a place known as Dirt Haven. I traveled many years before settling here. Mr. House doesn't let outsiders near them. Not sure how they are fixed. I picked him up and repaired him on my travels. Been with me ever since. Okay, be seeing you.
Why don't you try our tea?
What's up?
Howdy. Stay safe, traveler.
Greetings, traveler. This is our tea house. We are the Shi. Nothing more to it. If you buy membership, you will be allowed access to the upper level. Other than that, we sell tea from our homeland. Yes, it's 1,000 caps for membership. Take a look. Stay safe out there.
Move along, please.
Yeah?
We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. More music just ahead.
The name's Rusty. I have only what you see. See you around.
Hello, dear. Take a peek, dear. I have my ways, dear. They know better than to bother me. That's how people turn up missing. I hope to see you again.
Head on inside.
Reach for the sky, mister. Sorry, but I need to shoot Stacy. We can find you another gun. See you later, alligator.
Howdy. Yeah? Yeah? Hey.
I've got the drugs you're looking for. Oh, don't worry about them, they don't mind. I just have to cut him in on it. By him, I mean Ricardo, obviously. See you again.
How's it going?
What is it? Talk to Rat. Rat will make short work of you if you're not careful. Get out of my face.
Hey.
The name's Rat. What the fuck you want? Maybe I just like rats, wise guy. Make it quick. Fuck off, then.
What do you want, kid? This here is my place, and you'll do best to follow my rules. I've been around longer than most folk. I can handle things. Go talk to Rat for a drink.
Yep. Back off.
Welcome to the Palace Wastelander. You should be careful with what you say next. Meat. Make sure to come back now, huh?
Check it out, between the dumpsters there. What's your rush? The boys and I here want to get to know you better. Hey! Had enough?
What do you need? Bye.
Go bother someone else.
You got the caps, I got the guns.
What do you need? Bye.
You need
These
the
guys
best.
couldn't keep
Hire
fleas
me.
off a dog.
You're in luck, stranger. You just happen to be talking to the most successful bodyguard in all of Freeside. And I just happen to be available at the moment. 100 caps gets you a peaceful, pleasant trip through our fair district. Guaranteed. Are you sure? Well, don't say you weren't warned.
Dog.
Hey, buddy, spare a cap? I can make it worth your while. Ha ha ha! Oh, that's rich. You're not exactly my type. No offense. No, I meant I could give you a tip. Earn my money, so to speak. You look like you're new around here, so I'm sure I know all sorts of things you'd find useful. If not, well, it's only a cap. So what do you say? The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos that call themselves the Kings. Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one's on me. Wanna hear another? I understand. Well, have a good day.
Hey.
And you are?
Howdy.
If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. Take a gander. We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other Wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant. What do you want to know? If you haven't heard of the King, you must have been living under a rock or something. The King has his boys all over Freeside. He controls the water pump and is essentially the go-to guy for what goes around here. There They're the local energy weapon dealers in Freeside. When it comes to lasers and plasma, they're the only game in town, and they keep it that way. Gloria's men are the best armed in Freeside and ruthless to boot. But her brother, Jean-Baptiste Cutting, puts them all to shame. Their joint is the only place in Freeside to get it all under one roof. They've got gambling, booze, chems, and whores. They're good folks, just don't cross them. They're known for tidying up loose ends with a bullet to the brain box. Anything else I can help you with? I only offer services if the king gives the okay. Impress him and we can talk. Alright. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. What I'm about to share with you does not leave this room, huh? Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. No one can distinguish between my work and the real thing. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip passport which will fool even the most well-trained eye. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less, and it ain't worth the risk of getting caught. What do you say? You game? No problem. If you need one later, just stop in. Thanks for stopping in.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph. Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders, and the Van Graffs keep things running. Anything else I can help you with? Are they looking to buy guns? Then talk to my partner, Ralph. Why? Do you work for one of the casinos? In that case, yes I do. Follow me. Welcome back. Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society.
Prim as a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gamers away.
Hey.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix. Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait. If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. But my damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps? Later.
Hey, yeah.
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet? What? I need a fix now! Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help. I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
Oh.
Talk to her, not me.
Hey, Sugar, what can I get you? Why, thank you. Take a look. Bye now. Welcome to my shop. That? I peeled that off an Enclave trooper. He was dead a while, however. Really stunk up the suit. I learned the trade with the NCR. We got plenty of power armor over the years with them fighting the Enclave and Brotherhood of Steel. Salvaged power armor mostly, but sometimes I get the good stuff. Here's everything I have. See you around, cowboy.
Welcome to the Freeside Clinic. We haven't been here long. Dr. Gary said he trained as a doctor a long time ago, maybe even in a vault. Go see Dr. Gary in the back if you need medical assistance. He will take any patient he gets, but he himself says he specializes in ghouls. Stay safe out there.
What do you need, Smoothskin? Huh. Oh yeah, ignore that. If you say so, kid. Those guys don't know what they're doing. I'm an expert. I came from a vault. 300 caps and I'll fix you right up. The price is the price. Bye now.
Hello there.
Howdy.
Welcome to Fiddler's Green. It's from a long way from here. I have a cousin in D.C. Our family came here a long time ago. Only the finest brews in Freeside here, pal. Have a drink. Don't be causing trouble now, you hear?
What do you want? I guard this place. Drink here too. I just work here, pal.
Huh? Hello? Oh, sorry. Yes, I see you. Yes, of course. Why wouldn't they be? Nah, they are totally accurate. Enough said. Usually from passing travelers or old textbooks when I can get them. I mean, I live off tips and it's been quiet lately. Yeah, sure. Okay. Hi? Hello? Yeah, sure. Okay.
The fuck you want? Oh, a paying customer? My apologies, idiot. Get out of my face.
Hey.
Hey.
Evening. Hey.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today. Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
Hello, sir.
That could have gone better. Shove off.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you? We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking. We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees. Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. If you ever run across a sex bot, not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it. Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up. The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine. Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past. Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
Bye.
How's it going?
Fuck off.
The monorail back to work.
That should keep the powder gangers away.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad. Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says, my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble? What? No, wait. Look, I just need time. Don't rat me out to them. You want me to quit the Crimson Caravan? Fine, I quit. You can tell McLafferty that she won't see my face again.
And you are.
Hey there.
Yep.
Hey there.
Hello, sir.
I'm busy. Go away, cowpoke.
Hey, baby. Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler if you want to have a good time.
Hey, you're new to Freeside, right? I know in a place like this, that sounds like a shady question, but I can explain. First off, my name's Cook. Reason I was asking if you're new, it's because I'm looking to sign on with someone that isn't a local. I want to travel. Don't care where you're headed, so long as it ain't gonna be staying in one place for good, but You strike me the nomadic type. So, what do you say? Would you be willing to let a city boy with the blues tag along and get a change of scenery? Fair question. I know I may look like just some city boy, but you gotta know how to handle yourself in Freeside. I'm sure you figured that out. I'm about as good as it gets with a handgun. Love my pistol I got on my hip here. I take care of any shooting iron I get my hands on. With that being said, I can fix up just about any gear you need fixed. I suppose I can fix up any gear. I would just need caps for parts. I also ain't called cook for no reason. If we decide to take a pit stop, I can cook up a few things. Well, alright then. Let's take care of business, partner. Take it easy.
I've been saving up for one of those sweet pistols at the Silver Rush. That'll get me some respect.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Hey, good to see you. I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day. That's phenomenal. Who did you find? They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside? True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain. Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Hey, thanks for helping me out. Being back and working really saved my life.
What's up?
Hello, ma'am.
Yep.